Hello, my name is Tyler Dronin, and today I'll be proposing a solution on eliminating violent crime in the Albuquerque area. So for my introduction slide, violent crimes are becoming a national crisis in the United States today. Crimes such as murder, rape, aggravated assault are the leading causes of illegal acts in New Mexico's most populated city of Albuquerque, which has over 550,000 people. And over the course of this year, over 17,000 of these individuals are without homes. This can lead more people on the streets to commit violent crimes. And nearly half of these violent crimes are from active gang members. And there are 246 registered gangs in Albuquerque according to my research. And in those gangs, over 7,700 are active gang members. So for the effects of violent crimes, for the community of Albuquerque, violent crimes can emit fear amongst the citizens, and they might not feel safe, and their safety is at risk. The main problem today is young children see violence, whether it is through video games, family violence, or the one I'm talking about in this proposal, street violence. If your child sees violence around the city, the next thing they might do is resort to that violence. We want to educate them and create educational programs to help them find other things than gang violence. As a community, if more gangs are present, then there will be more gang activity, so establishing a plan to control the gangs in their neighborhoods is a good starting point to reduce the number of deaths around the city. So for my project plan, in order to control the gang violence around Albuquerque, we need to establish a well thought out plan for the safety of the community and for their families. The security around neighborhoods needs to increase, where we think the gangs are present, to control the violence. Along with security, we should increase technology like security cameras and emergency-based systems to report any violence in the area. This should decrease violence crime around the community and will allow officials to catch gang members in the act of robbery, assault, and other violent acts. Around the country, neighborhood watchmen are evolving, so establishing watchmen in every neighborhood will be a good security initiative and help those feel safe. Along with the efforts of APD, we should hire more gang unit operatives to focus their efforts in controlling the gang around the Albuquerque area. And lastly, for my project plan, we should establish more educational classes and programs like I've discussed to Albuquerque teens and children so they don't resort to gang violence and violent crimes in their future. So for costs and benefits, materials that are needed to sustain this plan are technology improvements like security cameras and other means of technology like emergency call buttons around the city for maximum protection and security. Other costs will include security task force like neighborhood patrols allowing safety amongst the community, educational programs to educate the youth on gang violence and violent crimes, and lastly, big costs will be more police officers and gang unit forces cracking down on gangs and help stopping gang violence and violent crimes. So for my budget, the budget for this plan will contain technology improvements, which will cost roughly $200,000, educational programs, which will cost the city $36,000 per year, paying more police, which will cost about $49,000 per officer, and gang units will be $56,000 per officer. And the only free part about this plan are the neighborhood watchmen, because they're doing it solely based on volunteer. So for the benefits will allow citizens a non-violent crime-based community and will allow safety for their children and families. This will also increase. The project plan will help reduce violent crimes because with force and security, the gangs will expose themselves and make the job of the officers easier. We will find gangs in the Albuquerque area and hope one day we can eliminate as many gang affiliations and get them off the streets. So in conclusion, with all these budget plans and recommendations, Albuquerque, along with all of New Mexico, will be a much safer place. It will provide a sense of relief and security for families all over the state. Let's work together and make New Mexico safe and enchanted again. Thank you.